What's up, Trader's Edge? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. Today, we're going to talk about the Trump dump and the Trump jump. We'll talk about what happened with the S&P 500, with the Qs, with the Dow. We're going to talk VIX and VIX expiration, what I'm doing next, and of course, that one stock you need to be paying attention to. We'll also preview Netflix earnings. So with that, let's dig in. All right, traders. So it was a weird one on Wednesday. And by that, I mean, take a look at this day. And I want you to pay attention to right here. Right around 10:15, we got news that Trump was going to try and fire Powell. We dropped from 62.55 to 6,200 in about 10 minutes. Then we got word, oh, wait. That report is maybe not true. What do? Over the course of a few minutes, we rally back to volume weighted average price, and then we're off to the races for the rest of the day. At our lows, we were down over 40 points, and at the highs, we were up over 20 points. Nice 60-point range for a day the market was not pricing in a lot of movement. Goes to show you this headline risk is nothing to mess around with. It is worth. Don't get too excited on sell-offs, especially Trump rumors, and don't get too excited on rallies, especially Trump rumors. We did get a bunch of earnings today. This morning, Goldman Sachs came out and ended the day up about 1%. They were pricing in almost 3%, so a little bit on performance there. BAC, this was one I was interested in, ended up being a nothing burger. And last but not least, we got Morgan Stanley, which came out a little bit disappointing, but nothing crazy. All in all, these bank earnings ended up not being a huge deal. Netflix reports tomorrow after the bell. Ahead of those earnings, Netflix is pricing in about a 6.25% move. That is well below average. Why? Well, the last quarter we only moved 1.5%. But if you look historically, this is a mover and a shaker. It does have these clunkers. July of last year was a clunker. The last quarter was a clunker. But then you look at the previous few quarters and there's tons of movement. So this is a bit of a wild card. I think it's more of a wait and see. When you look at it on the stock chart, it's well off the highs from June, but still has had a really nice 6-month run. It's up about 50%. This kind of feels like a stay away for me, more than a, let's play. That said, given how much this has been moving and how much it can move, the options going into this earnings, not that expensive. Looking at the S&P 500, back to 62.63, a really interesting day. We did almost bounce off the 21-day moving average. The new high would be up at the highs from Tuesday and would put us back over 6,300. Those are kind of the levels I expect us to be up on Thursday. We don't have a lot of news. We don't have anything like that. We'll see whether that carries forward to the rest of the day. We've now had 2 days in a row, and it's pretty profound. Take a look at this. On Wednesday, we opened up nicely, sold off real fast, and then rallied. If you look at the previous day, kind of the same story. Look at Tuesday, open up high, kind of give it away. So we've had 2 days in a row of this, but what is different about Wednesday was that we kind of rallied off of it and actually closed the day higher. To me, that says the market might keep going up. Now, looking at the VIX, July VIX options expired today. VIX did close down, and that futures term structure still incredibly wide. 1946 to 1716, $2.30. There is a play there, and this is a really bullish formation. I am looking for the market to potentially go up. So, we did get word out of NVIDIA. They're going to be able to sell the H2 chips. Little disappointing results out of ASML. Stock has had a really nice run up until Wednesday post earnings. Not a good look here. Doesn't seem to be affecting the chips very much, though, because you look and AMD had a nice day. NVIDIA managed to close up on the day in shocking fashion. So, these chips continue to be really strong. And the stock that I want you watching is Broadcom. I really think this thing is going to break out. Earnings aren't until September. This is one that could make a serious run at 300 into some of these chip earnings. So I want you to be staying on top of this. And again, keep bonds in the back of your head. They've been really sluggish. They really start to fall apart. That could be what derails this market. But for right now, as I look at SPX, I like the market higher. And folks, we're heading into these AI earnings, and Hans and I are going to be talking about two things on Thursday. One, his new momentum ratio and how it relates to his market temperature indicator and how you can use it, and why AI is so different from the internet boom of the 2000s. If you haven't joined or registered yet, click the link in this chat. If you're watching me on YouTube, please like and subscribe, leave a question or comment. I will get to it. But once again, click this link. You will not regret it. I'll see you tomorrow, today, if you're watching this on Thursday, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.